how to steal another man's girl ethically. No, I'm not telling you to be a snake. I'm telling you to be the kind of man she can't ignore. You see, most relationships don't end because of some dramatic betrayal. Studies show that 80% of women leave not because of cheating, but because they feel emotionally neglected. And that's the real game. Share attraction isn't just about looks, it's about presence, confidence, and connection. By the time we're done here, you'll have a step-by-step method to meet women who are already looking for an upgrade without being shady, without manipulation, just by understanding the psychology of attraction. And if you stick around till the end, I'll share a powerful psychological trick that makes women chase you instead. Let's get started. Welcome to Emma, your go-to channel for real relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships. Go to her Instagram account and click. Her following, social media, has changed. The game, relationships don't just happen in real life anymore. They thrive online if you really want to understand a woman's world. You need to start where she spends most of her time. And let's be honest, these days, that place is Instagram. Instagram isn't just a highlight reel, it's a window into her social life. It tells you who she pays attention to, what she finds interesting, and most importantly, the kind of guys she's drawn to. You're not guessing, you're gathering data. So here's what you do. Go to her profile, tap on her following list, and start scrolling. But don't just scroll mindlessly. Instagram prioritizes the people she engages with the most. The first 30 of 50 names, those are the people she interacts with. Regularly commenting, liking, watching their stories, that's where your attention should go. Think of Instagram like a VIP club. You don't just walk in and expect to be noticed. You observe, you figure out who the regulars are, where the attention is flowing, and then you position yourself accordingly. And here's the golden rule: if you're not in her world yet, don't force your way. In attraction isn't about pushing, it's about pulling her attention naturally. And that starts by understanding where she's already looking. 2, find the guy who sort of looks like you. Attraction isn't always about being the best option. It's about being the most familiar option. With a twist, studies show that people are subconsciously drawn to familiarity. We like what feels safe, predictable, and recognizable. This is where psychology works in your favor. If you can find a guy she consistently engages with, who has a similar energy style or look as you, then you've just unlocked a shortcut to her type. Here's how you do it. Go back to her Instagram, scroll through her likes and comments. Who does she interact with the most? Who does she respond to? Pay attention to the patterns. Does she gravitate toward guys who are athletic, well-dressed, creative-looking with tattoos? Let's say she's always engaging with a guy who has a sharp streetwear aesthetic, clean sneakers, oversized hoodies, stylish confidence, and that happens to be your vibe too. Congratulations, you're already in her taste range. Now, it's just about making yourself more intriguing, and here's something most men don't realize: women don't necessarily leave one guy for a better guy. They leave for a guy who feels like an upgraded version of what they already like. So instead of trying to compete with every man out there, just lean into what she's already attracted to and then bring something extra to the table. A little more presentance, a little more mystery, a little more of what makes you stand out. 3, go to his Instagram and check his following. Now that you've identified her type, it's time to take things a step further. Instead of just watching from the sidelines, you're going to tap into a hidden network of women who are already attracted to guys like you. Here's the logic: if she's into him, chances are other women in his circle are too. Attraction isn't random, it follows patterns, and if a guy fits her taste, he likely has other women in his orbit who feel the same way. So here's what you do: go to his Instagram profile and tap on his following list. But don't just scroll mindlessly. Pay attention to the women who follow him back. That's the key. If a woman follows a guy back, it means there's some level of real engagement. Maybe they've interacted in real life. Maybe she's interested in his lifestyle. Maybe she's keeping an eye on him for later. Whatever the case, These are women who already appreciate this kind of guy. And here's where this gets interesting. If you naturally align with his style and energy, you already have an unspoken connection with the women in his social circle. You're not cold approaching random strangers. You're entering an attraction pool that's already warmed up. Think of it like this. Instead of fishing in an empty pond, you're dropping your bait in a spot where you already know the fish are biting. This isn't about luck, it's about strategy. Before we proceed, if you find value in this video, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and makes you an integral part of our journey, and we deeply appreciate your contribution. Now, let's return to our discussion 4. See the girls that follow him, that he follows back. Now, let's refine the process even further. You're not just looking for any women in his following, you're looking for the ones he follows back. Why? Because this means there's an actual connection. Not just a random follow, these are women he's interacted with, women who are socially open. And most importantly, women who are likely to engage with new people. So here's what you do. Scroll through his followers and find the ones he's also following. Back then, look at their activity, who's liking his posts, commenting, watching his stories. These are the women who are actively engaged in his world. Think about it. If she's already interacting with a guy who shares your vibe, she's already primed to find you attractive. Let's say this guy is into fitness, constantly posting gym photos, and attracting women who appreciate that lifestyle. If you also take care of yourself and have a similar energy, you've just found women who are naturally inclined toward guys like you. This isn't about competing with anyone. You're not trying to steal someone's girl. You're stepping into a space where attraction already exists. Most guys make the mistake of chasing women who aren't looking for them. You're doing the opposite. You're positioning yourself in a place where the right kind of women are already open to what you bring to the table. See the difference? It's not about forcing attraction. It's about stepping into the right environment where attraction happens effortlessly. 5, reach out to her. Now that you've done your groundwork, it's time to make your move. And here's where most guys mess up. They come in way too strong. A attraction isn't about luck. It's about timing and confidence. And confidence doesn't mean overhyping yourself. It means knowing how to engage without over-investigation, without looking like you're trying too hard. For example, if she posts a picture of food, say that restaurant looks amazing. What do you recommend if she's sharing a song? Say your playlist is solid. Do you always go for that vibe? Or are you feeling this one today? If she's traveling, ask, all right, real question, what's the one place you'd go back to in a heartbeat? Short, light, natural, you're not making it obvious. You're trying to get her attention. You're just starting an easy conversation. And here's the real secret. Women respond to curiosity, not desperation. If you make her feel interesting, she'll want to engage. If you make her feel worshipped, she'll lose interest fast. This isn't about proving yourself, it's about showing up as someone worth talking to. 6, give it a shot and let me know. All right, you've got the steps. Now it's on you to take action. Most guys think women always go for the best guy, the tallest, the richest, the most ripped. But that's not how attraction works. Women go for the guy who makes them feel something different. And that's exactly what you're doing here. You're not begging for attention. You're not chasing. You're simply positioning yourself where attraction already exists and letting her feel the difference between you and every other guy in her DMS. But here's the deal. None of this works. If you don't actually do it, you can't just watch, nod your head and go back to scrolling. So go ahead, give it a shot, try it, observe what happens, and then let me know in the comments. What worked? What surprised you? What part of this process do you think makes the biggest difference? If you've made it this far, you're serious about upgrading your attraction skills. So do me a favor, comment game below that way. I know you're not just watching, you're actually applying what you've learned. And because you've stuck with me till the end, here's a powerful bonus tip. One that flips the script and makes women chase you. The power of strategic absence. Most guys make the same mistake. They flood women with attention. They reply instantly, double text when they don't get a response, and try to force a connection. And you know what happens? She gets bored. She knows you're available, predictable, and always there. But the guys she can't stop thinking about. They create gaps. They spark attraction. And then they disappear just enough to make her wonder. Here's how you do it. 1. Engage just enough to create a spark. Keep the conversation fun, playful, and engaging. 2. Then take a step back. Let her feel your absence. 3. Don't always be the first to text. Don't always be available. And here's why this works. Dopamine levels rise when we anticipate something before we get it. The same way you crave another episode of a great show, or keep checking your phone for a text. People value what isn't immediately accessible instead of texting her every day. Mix it up, take longer to reply, sometimes let her wonder, let her miss your presence. That's how you create real attraction. Because the truth is you don't steal a woman. You make her realize she wants to be stolen. Don't overthink it. Just take one step today, even if it's something as simple as finding your type's social circle observing patterns, or just understanding where attraction already exists. Small moves lead to big results. If you got value from this hit, that like button, it helps us grow and make sure more men get access to this knowledge. And if you want daily game-changing insights on attraction, confidence, and relationships, subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, share this with someone who needs to hear it. You never know whose mindset you might shift with one simple share. We've handpicked the next video just for you. Click it now and I'll see you there.